party monument, Beechwood Cemetery, Ottawa, is dedicated to the memory of its founder and leader, Comrade Hardiel Baines, and the party comrades who have passed away, as well as to the working class and people of Canada and the fighting people of the entire world.
So we sing for the future. So we sing for the future. We sing your sweet song. In the work of the party, your life carries on. In the work of the party.
The comrades whose names are inscribed on the monument represent the very best to which the Canadian working class has given rise. Nurtured by the party, they represent the revolutionary qualities of those who, as a result of their revolutionary activity, saw the necessity to espouse the ideals of Marxism-Leninism and build the Marxist-Leninist party of a new type. On the flagstaff, the red spine of our party, the names of our 3 veteran comrades from the time of the Third International are inscribed, followed by the name of David Hemingway, member of the Central Committee. The party monument represents the red flag of modern communism flying over Canada. The flowers of modern communism are carved on the bottom right-hand corner of the base. The granite was quarried in Jhansi in India, home of the Rani of Jhansi, one of the leaders of the First War for Indian Independence. The red flag bears the hammer and sickle and the star of CPC-ML. The red colour represents the blood of our martyrs the world over.
In the dawn, when the sky dull red is glowing, and the road I will travel is agreed to, I will treasure all the love that you have shown me, and go to rouse the people, for the road I will travel is the surface. Beneath the earth are fallen comrades, dead but living. Amongst the factories and fields they show our purpose, they show that are we unvanquished? If today they should close on us life's window, if they brand us and bind us with shackles, yet against them fight the dead beside the living. Against them we, you and everyone, waging struggle. We will seize again the land that is a birthright. We will breathe again the limpid air of freedom, and a backward glance will tell us who we were, and today in the battle who we are.
simply say that we do not like the capitalist society. It's a system of modern day slave drivers. It is a system which is a blight on human honor, and it must be erased from the face of this earth. What the capitalist representative have in store for the people is aggression and war internationally and immiseration of the people, enslavement in political terms nationally. That is to deprive them of all their liberties and so on and so forth. We will present to the people, here is our platform. And this platform is based on the ideological consideration that the world should be reorganized on the basis of socialism and communism. That we should have this notion, this idea, that this disequilibrium which the world faces, it must be ended, it must be transformed into a new equilibrium on the basis of socialism. And let us go and tell the people that if new equilibrium is not established on the basis of socialism, then history will repeat itself. 20th century will see another world war. If there is not another one in the 20th century, the 21st century will be opened with the danger of a third world war. All those who do not want to be a prey either to this terrible war they are organizing or this terrible racist and other divisions they are generating and conflicts on this basis, or this degeneration in spiritual and social sense, or this perpetual poverty, unemployment and so on, that all the people who want to escape this maelstrom of capitalism, they should come forward and rally around the industrial proletariat. In this respect, our party has already more than 9 years of experience of building what we call enlightenment movement. That is to attract the best minds of our era to participate in the creation of a modern society. Within this period of overall retrogression, it is extremely important, it's incumbent upon those who are organizing the working class for social revolution, that in setting out their line for this period, they must take this into consideration. Initiative can be gained only if our theory, our understanding of the situation, our tactics and so on are at par with the demands of our societies at this time. This is how far societies have gone, so we should start from there. And only by doing this, we will be able to give rise to that profound theory which will end confusion in the working class. Comrades, I say to you with complete confidence that if the communist parties rise to the occasion like Marx and Engels did within their circumstances, Lenin and Stalin did in their circumstances, and others who followed them, situation will change. Proletariat will gather around these communist parties. Giants have to be created in terms of theoretical and ideological work. And as I said in one of the other places, giants are created by ordinary, humble people themselves. When ordinary, humble folks take up great tasks, they are called giants. It is not true that the giants come first and then you have that kind of work. On the contrary, when those who are convinced that they must respond to this call in history, then they will become giants.
So the issue to understand was that when the Internationalists started their work in 1963, the question was that why is there no revolutionary organization in Canada? Why? What is blocking the revolutionary movement with all the objective conditions ready for society to move from this stage to the next? What is blocking? The same way we are facing the question today, that with everything that's taking place in this world, with the neoliberal agenda which is devastating the entire humanity, all the achievements that humankind has brought into being, why are the people not overthrowing capitalism? So if our party doesn't answer this question, we are not going to go anywhere. Any force that does not answer this question is not going to go. To shout slogans on the side, to simply wave the red flag, to simply say that we're revolutionary and not solve the problems that society is posing before humanity. So this, if a communist party does not take up this problem, what is blocking, then it is not worthy of the name. To understand that whoever is in the melee, whoever is part of the fight, and comes out on top are the ones who are going to determine the future. So we say, get into the fight. Plant the flag that represents the interests of the people. And wage that life and death struggle to come out on top. What is the struggle between the new and the old? How to facilitate the new? Which are the arrangements we should bring into being? Cooperation over here. Assisting, lending a hand over there. Not lending a hand somewhere else. Where do the comrades acquire this ability to decide whether to lend a hand, not lend a hand, what kind of a hand to lend? In their basic organizations. The issue is the genius of the collective, the issue which addresses itself to the problems of these times. We have given the call that the situation requires titans, as was the case to smash feudalism. And Engels said, titans were required, and so titans were born. Now we require titans in the forms of the representatives of the collectives of the people, of the collectives themselves. We want the recognition of our rights. This is our banner. This is the stand we take under all conditions and circumstances. Whether we are fighting for the unity of the Canadian people, whether we are fighting for the interests of the most vulnerable, whether we are fighting for the rights of the unemployed, whether we are fighting for the students, to create a society which recognizes the rights of all upon it by virtue of the fact that they are human.
Comrades, in my opinion, We are in the throes of the greatest revolution which the world has ever seen. And one should be excited about it. One should be irresistibly part of it. Whether one can pick up 100 kgs or one, this does not matter. At least they should pick up some kgs. Lower the burden. We will march on and create that international which has to be created so that 21st century is not saddled with the kind of problems and the bloodshed which the 20th century faced.
This is the pledge of CPC-ML, to hoist the red flag every day to signal the dawn of the new world, a world which will eliminate exploitation and oppression, hunger and disease, fascism, aggression and war. A beautiful world dedicated to the liberation of all humankind. The times are calling for the unity of the people to bring this world into being.